something was gonna happen to her. I just really didn't expect her to be the first one to go. When I opened my eyes, I found myself staring at a huge ceiling because she was talking so much. Like the story was like circling around her that chapter, so there was something going on with her. I just really didn't expect it that she was gonna die first, though. It was a ceiling I remembered seeing before. And when I sat up, I saw someone looking at me. Again, it was someone I'd seen before. What? Ah, you're awake, finally. Are you okay? Now's no time for sleeping. Get your ass up. Huh? You were unconscious, dude. I had to carry you back here.
Well,
It's no surprise, considering what happened. What happened? Hey, are you okay? So it wasn't a dream? What I saw... it was real? That's right. It really did happen. Sayaka is dead. A deep dark despair worked its way through my body and then exploded out of me. I shut up and took off running. Hey, where do you think you're going? I have to see for myself. I have to see if Sayaka is... If Sayaka is...
just give up.
You can check once, twice, 1,000 times. Sayaka's completely and irrevocably dead. No, I have to see for myself.
Why?
Listen to us, man. What do you think is gonna happen if you go out there? Well, what's good is gonna do for sitting around here. I mean, why are we all just hanging out in the gym at a time like this? Our friend Sayaka, she's dead. Dead. When I said that, it finally hit me. I realized she was gone.
Calm down.
None of us want to be here right now either. Then why? Shouldn't it be obvious? Monokuma has told us to come here. Well, hold on. Don't talk like that. We all protested it. I mean, we remember the terrible price Sayaka had to pay. But
So...
I'm the one who convinced them to come. Right now, we need to do whatever he says. We're his prisoners, right? It's not a good idea to defy him without reason.
Correct.
We don't need to make any more sacrifices than we already have. What? Why should we listen to anything he says? It's obvious he's the one who killed Sayaka.
Wrong.
I would never do that. If you can believe anything, you can believe that. He's here again.
Hey!
Unless someone violates the school regulation, I absolutely will not interfere. I can promise you, I won't do anything that goes against the purpose of your school life here.
Listen up!
I'm famous as a fire parties around the world for following the bare times one rule.
But...
Then who did it? Who killed her?
come on!
You already know the answer. The one who killed her is one of you. Nobody had a reply for that. One of us killed Sayaka? Don't be stupid, that's...
What?
What's the matter? You guys all look like you're about to see a dove get shot up with a Gatling gun. Don't you remember what I told you when this all began? One of you decided to kill Sayaka so that you could graduate. Someone's just following the rules. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well...
You're lying, right? Of course it's lying. I'm telling you, he killed her.
wrong.
No, sorry. One of you is now a bona fide killer. If they wanted to, the one who did it could testify that little fact. What? Without thinking, I looked around at everyone. They all had the same look on their faces. Everyone looked at each other with a combination of fear, suspicion, and confusion. Are you serious?
What is this?
Someone killed someone? It is amazing what some people are capable of.
Just hold on.
Hey, hold on. Don't just assume he's telling the truth.
Stop talking.
That's enough. Before we do anything else, I'd like to confirm something with Soft Animal here. If one of us really did kill her, that person gets to graduate from school, correct? Huh?
Come on.
Don't play dumb. That's what you said, isn't it? If you kill someone, you get to leave. I like the...
What?
Why are you laughing? It's cause... Naive! You're just so naive! You think it's really that easy? You can just kill someone and walk out on her? You're super naive, devilishly naive, helishly naive. No, the real thing has just begun. The real thing?
Now then.
Are you ready? Allow me to explain the second part of the rule regarding graduation. Just like I explained before, you must kill someone if you want to leave. However, even if you do that, there's still one more part of agreement you have to uphold, remember?
Then
You
perhaps...
are referring to the rule number 6 of the school regulations. If you are the Blackened that committed the murder, you can't be found by the other students. That is what you are talking about, is it not?
In other words...
Bingo! It's not enough to just kill someone, you have to actually get away with it! Which naturally means you need a system in place to assess whether or not it's been gotten away with. So a certain amount of time after a murder has taken place, a class trial will begin. Class trial? Yep, it'll begin a few hours after the murder. Everyone will gather together, including the Blackened who committed the murder. And they and the spotless students will all engage in one big debate showdown.
During the trial, you'll have to present your arguments about who you think the Blackened is. And once everything comes to an end, the outcome will be decided by popular vote. If the answer you've arrived at is correct, only the one that disturbed your peace will be punished. The rest may continue their communal life. However, if you choose poorly, then the one who got away with murder will survive, and the rest of you will receive your punishment. Which of course means your school life will come to an end. As far as class trial rules go, that's all there is to it.
So you need to pick the right one, or else we're all gonna get killed, and then the killer is gonna go scot-free. Okay.
Well...
So, what exactly is this punishment you keep talking about? Oh well, to put it simply, execution. Execution?
What?
And by execution, you mean...
Execution is... execution. Execution! Electric chair. Bzz, bzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
So to make sure I understand, if we get the culprit right, then only they die. But if we get it wrong, all the rest of us get executed?
Well,
What a smart little chimpanzee you are. Look at you, implying you didn't do it without actually saying it. So it's basically what the outside world calls a lay judge system. It's an inquisition type thing, which means you'll be deciding who you think the killer is. But judge carefully, because all your lives are on the line. Okay, let me just add the rule I just described to your hand, but make sure to keep it in mind. You rolled in Advocate.
hey,
Wait, hold on a second.
the hell are you
You're freaking insane, you know that?
What the...
A class trial? What the hell is that? I don't want anything to do with it. Why do I have to waste my time trying to figure out who murdered someone? What? Are you saying you're not gonna participate in the trial? Only punishment awaits such blasphemy.
The hell are you talking
What? Punishment? I might, I don't know, throw you in a deep, dark, scary prison or something?
Shut the hell up.
Shut the heck up. Say whatever you want. I'm not gonna be part of this. Don't be so selfish.
Stop it.
You're the one being selfish. Kill whoever you want. It's got nothing to do with me. The evil standing here before me and trembling with fear. But I won't give in to such stuff. Evil is myself to stick it out and resist till the very end. If you really want to get out of here, you'll have to go through me first. As he said that, he came charging at us, although it was more of a waddle. That's cute. But then... Oh no, Junko, what are you doing, babe? What are you doing, babe?
Are you enjoying yourself now?
Are you?
Oh no, is Monokuma gonna blow up again?
Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is not allowed. You violated a school regulation. I invoke the mighty summon spell. Help! To me, godly spear, Gunyear.
What? Oh my god! Oh no, Junko! What?
This wasn't supposed to...
I thought Marikuma was just gonna blow up.
Why? Me?
Suddenly suddenly, right at the end, her eyes shot wide open. And just like that, she never moved again. Oh my god.
No way!
Oh my goodness. What the? I don't... This can't be real. No way!
Well now.
Now, I am painfully aware of the great power and meaning of a promise. I really wanted to keep a corpse from popping up for no good reason, you know? But I guess you all need to be taught a lesson after all. Ah, what an amazing promise. But now you guys understand, right?
Now you see just how serious
Oh my
I
goodness.
am.
This gay.
Defy me and you get shot full of holes, exploded, buried alive, disintegrated, etc. So, if you don't want that to happen to you, you'd best obey those school regulations.
That was brutal. Junko's body had been impaled with a bunch of spears. An unbelievable amount of blood started pouring out of her body. It was the first time I'd ever seen the moment someone's life came to an end. Nobody there could deny what they'd seen. Junko, who until a second ago had been her friend, was dead. She died. She'd been murdered. In simple terms, it was the death of a human being. Oh my god. She just died. That's all. Just went and died. It's more remarkable than the inevitable demise of an entire human race. It's just as natural as the eventual end of the world itself. This is some superhero comic, so it's not like when you die you didn't really die. This is reality.
Why?
Why did you have to kill her? Didn't you say you would just put her in prison or something? I changed my mind.
I knew.
Oh my god. No, you've been wanting to kill this entire time.
Say what?
Kill this entire time? Don't be silly, you can't kill time. Are you being metaphorical? Are you saying you wanted to waste time this whole time? Come on, what do you take me for? I'm Monokuma.
Well now.
Anyway, none of that matters right now. I have something I'd like to give you to help you in your search for the Black Kid. This little file has all the information I've gathered about the death in question. I'd like to call it...
The Monokuma file!
I mean, naturally you guys aren't experts at this kind of thing, so you can only do so much with a corpse. So instead, I've gathered up everything I know about the circumstances and cause of death. What's that? How do I know the cause of death, you ask? Because the surveillance cameras picked up the whole thing. I got to see it all go down.
So then.
Wait, so then you know who killed Sayaka? Of course I do. If I didn't, I couldn't possibly pass a fair and accurate judgment during the trial now, could I?
Correct.
That's a good point. The judge has to be able to make a proper decision. That's somehow comforting.
Well,
Then, please put your full effort behind your investigation. After all, you don't have any choice but to give it your best shot. Seriously, you don't have a choice. Okay, so we'll meet up at the class trial in a little while. And with that, Monokuma disappeared once again. Wow. Wow. Monokuma just killed Junko like that. Oh my god. He left us stunned and confused. He left us at a total loss. He left us with Junko's dead body growing colder right in front of us. Oh, poor Junko, man. But why did you do that, though? And for who knows how long, nobody said a word. The fact that Sayaka and Junko were dead was a huge shock, of course. But there was more to it than that. It was also the idea that one of us had actually murdered someone. And that if we didn't find out who it was, we would all die here. We'd found ourselves in a situation where we couldn't help but look at each other with open suspicion. It was the worst situation imaginable, and yet even in such a perversely terrible situation, she didn't show the slightest hint that it had gotten to her.
Hey.
Oh, you meant Kyoko? Now's the time to wallow in your depression. The worst thing you can do right now is lose all faith in each other. That would lead to the same disastrous result as having total faith in everyone else.
What?
Huh?
In other words.
Cooperation is absolutely key at this point. Who you decide to trust nor trust is, or not to trust is of course up to you. Continuing to think about and talk about the disease certainly isn't going to help anything.
What the heck?
Saying stuff like this is just... How many times have I told you, anyone who can't adopt will die? That is the only thing awaiting those who are unable to unwillingly to adopt. If that happens, you only have yourself to blame.
That's terrible.
What an awful thing to say, especially after what's happened.
Just a second.
Right now, exposing the killer is the most important thing. Because if we don't, we're all going to die here. She's right. We need to begin our search right away.
Of course.
Either way, we can't run away from the situation, so we have no choice but to move forward.
What the heck?
We just have to do it, I guess. What other choice do we have? No way, heck, am I letting someone kill me? Alright, dang it. Let's do this. We'll just have to do it. Everyone kept repeating that sentiment. They were using it like mantra to give themselves strength, but they're right. We just have to do this. No matter how much we don't want to, we have no choice. If that's what it takes to survive, then that's what we have to do. On top of that, there was something I needed to find out. I had to know why Sayaka had to die. But she had to be the one. I'm terrified to find out, but still I have to know. Otherwise, I knew I'd never be able to accept her death. Which is why I don't have any choice. I have to do this. Oh, let's look at Junko. Oh man, Junko. Junko, what did you do? I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body, touched her wrist to check for a pulse like they do in movies and stuff, but she really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say, she was gone. I don't know why you even bothered to check, after those injuries and losing that much blood. Frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that.
Huh?
Huh? Hold on. Hold on, just wait a second. She's dead? That means everything that's happened so far is real? It's not a joke or whatever, it's real? Hell no. Someone save me, let me out of here. Somebody help me.
What's your problem?
You're just now accepting that? Let's talk to Kyoko.
Hey,
Before we start searching for Sayaka's killer, we need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene. What do you mean? You're thinking of putting someone on guard duty so nobody can serve this area, aren't you? After all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed.
Hey.
In that case, I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick. Okay, then we can let Mando look after the scene. Well, no. We can't just leave him alone there.
What?
What? Why the heck not?
Stop talking.
Isn't it obvious? If you were the culprit, that's what the first thing you would do. By volunteering full guard duty, you're in a position to destroy all evidence you want. What?
So then.
Fine, I'll stay there and guard duty as well. That way there's no problem. Two-player co-op base defense with the two of them? With their strats, they're totally OP. Since we won't be able to help investigate, we're putting our faith in the rest of you.
but
I'm still pretty freaked out, but I'll try. Okay. I want to talk to my boy Taka. If we find out who killed it, then only that person dies. What if we get it wrong? All the rest of us for execution. That's what the regular school religion said, right? So stupid. That was rather useless, Taka. Okay, let's get it.
just a second.
Hold on. Huh? Before I begin an investigation, there isn't something else we need to discuss? Oh yeah. What?
Oh,
So you finally noticed.
What the crap?
Huh? Notice what? I was looking through the Monokuma file we received, and I noticed something very obvious, very unusual.
huh?
Huh? What are you talking about? Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Sayaka died? She died in Makoto's room. She's right! Then, could it be? All at once, everyone's gaze turned to me. Hold on! You've got it all wrong! Just from one night, I traded rooms with her. I did it because she was afraid. You expect us to believe it? Just tell us the truth. The look in everyone's eyes had done to complete 180 from just a few minutes earlier. The feeling of suspicion and fear had returned. In other words, you think I did it?
So then,
Are we all done talking? Do we need to begin our investigation soon? At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We'll have to collect clues to form a foundation and construct an argument to come up to a final decision. If we get this wrong,
so
well, don't really have to say anymore. Everyone pray for good luck. With that, Kyoko hurried out the gym.
Goodbye.
I'll be going too. And just like Kyoko, he was gone before we realized it.
Yo.
Oh yeah, I'm on guard duty, huh? I better head to the scene of the crime. Oh, that's right.
Hey, damn it.
Let me just say this right now. If whatever son of a bee did this here right now, I don't think it was destroying that evidence. They better not let me find him. I'll get the child kid the dang skull in myself. I'm serious. I will screw them up. Letting his deadly words hang in the air, he and Sakura ran off.
so
But I mean, we're not detectives or anything. You know, And we're gonna investigate a murder? How do we even do something like that? We
Anyway,
don't really have to do anything in particular. We already know who killed Sayaka. What are you implying?
this is
It was
very-
you. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. So come in closer. You're gonna kill me next.
So,
Well, I guess it would hurt to give it a shot, but it's not for sure that Makoto was guilty yet. Even if I wanted to, I could have helped investigate. Wait, why not? I'm not good with blood. It takes this one good glimpse and black out.
Oh yeah?
Well, whatever. I don't think anyone is expecting much from you anyway. Alright, I guess you better get going. Wait, don't go yet. You have to hear me out. But it was pointless. Everyone had already left. And their parting looks at me had still been filled with suspicion. Does everyone really think I'm the killer? How did it turn out like this? Seriously, they got it all wrong. Why do they have to suspect me? I have to do something. Otherwise, everyone will...
Execution is execution. Execution!
The victim was Sayaka Mizono. The time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 a.m. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. All evidence suggests that the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was stab wound to the abdomen. There was also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. Somehow I have to find out the truth so that we can all survive. And for Sayaka, I had to find out how she was killed. An Akuma file has been added again. So we're gonna investigate Sayaka's murder. Let me talk to these two right here. Aren't you going to help investigate, Chihiro? But I can't just leave Junko here. I feel sorry for her. I had to stay with her. Okay. How about you, Hero? Oh, no way. I certainly don't want to die here. I'm begging you, God, Buddha, Mother Earth, God of Space, King Neptune, help me. I want to get rid of this. Just get me out of here. Hero doesn't seem prepared to any kind of investigating right now. Okay, so you're totally useless, Hero. First of all, I should head to the scene of the crime in my room. We won't make any progress at investigating there. So I head to my room where Sayaka's corpse has remained. Why did they have to kill Sayaka in my room, though? I'd better examine the state of my room a little closer. That might reveal something new. Well, we saw this already. The sword has been used. This is a replica sword I bought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used for attack somehow? And plus, it's been taken out of a sheet. I hadn't actually looked at the blade itself till now. I shouldn't be surprised it's coated in gold too. On top of that, some of the gold coating had come off parts of the blade and the handle. Yeah, the handle especially is missing a lot of coating. I remember the coating sticks to you even if you just touch it a little bit. So, the sword is definitely used in this scenario. There's my key. There's a key on the ground. It has my name on it, so this must be my room key. If I remember correctly. That's right, we traded keys. When we switched rooms, we switched keys too, so Sayaka would have had a key here in my room the entire time. But wait, if that's true, then how did the killer get into the room first place? Was Sayaka forgotten to lock the door? No, that's impossible. Yeah, because she was scared, so there's no way she don't lock the door. Well, maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone grabbed it or something? No, it's not. Sayaka was in here when we switched rooms, and with how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around, so she couldn't have dropped it. So how did the killer... There's a lot of gouges in my room. There's scratches and gouges in my walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? Sure is. Looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Dang it. I was right here. I was right in the other room. If only to heard something.
Wait.
That would never have been possible. Huh? Don't you remember? All of our rooms are completely soundproof. So something could happen in the room right next to you and there's no way you could know.
Well,
Perhaps it was another Monokuma strategies creating an ideal setting for murder. That is true. Evidence of a struggle has been added. My lint roller? Looking at the lint roller, it looks like there's way less there than was before. Huh. Did Sayaka clean? Did Sayaka see how dirty my room was and decided to no. You know what I think? I think the killer used that to clean the, something. There are gouges in the bed like someone attacked it. What the heck happened here? So, I have a feeling that Sayaka was, sleeping and somehow the killer came in. Because how did the gouges get in the bed? And on the walls, too. This is the replica sword I bought back for self-defense. Does it mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus the sword's been taken out, so it's just a sheath, but... Huh? There's some scratches on the sheath. They must have been made with something sharp. But how did the sheath get scratched up in the first place? Even if someone used the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged. I mean, if you're gonna attack someone with a sword, the first thing you do is unsheath it, right? A heavy sheath like this would only get in the way. It should just slide off in the middle of the fight. So are there scratches on the sheath? I feel like, that was used for defense, maybe? The killer must have, like, sliced through it through, maybe Sayaka used that for defense, and the killer, tried to use the knife to take it off her hands or something. The toolkit is inside the drawer. I don't see any evidence of it used me. Which makes sense, I guess. I mean, it's mine and I haven't had any reason to open it. Can't even imagine a situation where I'd need a toolkit like this.
Yo.
Yeah, seriously. Mondo?
What?
We ain't exactly in the mood to be building fucking furniture, right? So you haven't used yours either?
What?
No, not just me. Nobody's busted out theirs yet, as far as I know. Actually, we were talking about yesterday.
By the way.
No, none of the guys have opened their toolkits yet, because, like, why the heck would we? Huh. Okay. None of the guys. The girls had a sewing kit, right? Let's talk a little bit to Kyoko right now. I kinda wanna know what she thinks. Hey, Kyoko. I quietly called her name while she was investigating the area, but...
What are you doing?
Isn't it obvious?
No, not really.
I'm searching.
Searching?
She was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of my
Did you
room.
lose a contact or something?
I don't know what she's exactly doing, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. But a few seconds later, she suddenly stood up straight and said,
Listen.
"Are you a clean freak?" "No, I don't think so. But what?" Nodding, she glanced around my room one more time.
I see.
"Interesting. What's interesting?"
Hey,
Just as I suspected, there's something very unusual about your room." "Unusual? What do you mean?"
so...
"I've searched your floor from one corner to another, and I didn't find one single strand of hair." Oh, that's what the lint roller was used for, right? Because there was, like, less than before, so...
Indeed.
Not one hair from the victim, not one hair from you, even though you've been living here. You know, now that you mention it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like my lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it too?
I see.
Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used the lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Was it Sayaka or the killer?
Well,
That's the question, isn't it? It's probably the killer. The killer probably scrubbed the whole room to get rid of some hairs. Alright, time to look at Sayaka and the bathroom and on the other side of this door. No, I can't let it get to me. Oh, come on, grow up hair, Makoto. Let's get inside. Can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing myself to push my panic down, I stepped into the bathroom. Looking at her made it painfully clear it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She had lost everything that made her her. Sayaka. All at once I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, and urge to burst into tears. But I can't hesitate now. Why? Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I wanted to give up. I wanted to collapse. That thought had held me up and supported me. So she was stabbed. That is obvious. I told myself I simply couldn't face what I saw, but now's no time to think like that. I pulled up the Monokuma file to verify what it said about her body. Some sort of sharp object has been thrust into her stomach. A knife? It must have been the killing blow. But whatever it was they used to kill her, where'd they get it? That's definitely something I should look into later. From the kitchen, maybe? It looks like a kitchen knife. According to Monokuma file, Sayaka's right wrist is broken. Huh. There's some gold. Oh. Yeah. I think she used the sword. Her wrist does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure. There's something sort of glittery there on her wrist too. Right there, where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery. That definitely concerns me. So she used the sword. I think. One thing that concerns me is there's some blood on her left index finger, but that's it. The palms of both of her hands are totally spotless. So how come only her left finger? Oh, okay. So she only had the gold on her wrist, but not on her palms. And that sword had a lot of gold on its handle too, right? So if she got gold on her wrist, there should also be gold in her palms. Interesting. The stab wound in her stomach is what killed her, so when she broke her wrist, that must have happened earlier on. I mean, how would her wrist get broken after she'd already been killed? It was very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom, where they inflicted the deadly wound. What? Wait? I looked past Sayaka to the wall behind her, and there I saw... Oh my god, is it Leon? Oh, that is Leon. L-E-O. Yeah, that is Leon, upside down. Oh my god, it's Leon. Yep, solved the case. Case closed. I know who did it. It's Leon. That's clearly Leon. There is no doubt that is Leon. Written in blood, the numbers were 11037. Did Sayaka do this? Dude, that's not numbers. Come on. Oh, that's why her finger had blood, because she wrote that. That's gotta be this Leon. It's obviously Leon. Okay, let's get out of here. Well, we know one fact, that it could be Leon.
It would seem...
Because his name is written on the wall. It looks like you found it right, Makoto. The bloody numbers, that most likely Sayaka's dying message. I've never seen something written in blood before. It really was her final message. It's as if she wrote it with her life itself.
Right.
Do you often talk like an aspiring poet? But the numbers she wrote, what do they mean? 11,037, I have no idea what that could possibly mean.
So...
The way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. If she wrote them in that location while she was sitting the way we found her, it must mean she must have wrote them by turning only her hand toward the wall. Yeah, the index finger. If you were to write something in that position, do you know what the result would be? It's upside down. Think about it. You're not gonna tell me?
Makoto.
You need to uncover the mystery of this case yourself. Otherwise, the case will end and you'll remain unconvinced. I have no idea what you're saying, but it's obvious you're not going to tell me. That is clearly Leon. Come on, Makoto. That is obviously Leon. Like, you don't need common sense to look at that. Sounds like Kyoko knows what Sayaka's dying message means. And we apparently don't. But honestly, I have no idea. Oh, I know who I should talk to. Leon? When it comes to numbers, it's better to ask than to ultimate programmer.
Makoto.
There's one thing I want to ask you about. Do you know how the door to your bathroom got broken? Broken? Oh, you mean how it gets stuck?
What?
Get stuck? Yeah, I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was locked. But once you learn the trick, it opens no problem. It got broken?
Correct.
So the door doesn't quite fit the frame, huh? But actually, I'm referring to the broken doorknob. The doorknob?
That's right.
You didn't notice? Well, just try closing the bathroom door. I'm sure you'll see right away what I'm talking about. I did what Kyoko said and shut the bathroom door. Oh, it is? Huh? The doorknob. It is. It's slanted. What the heck? The doorknob's practically about to fall off. Why is it like this?
It would seem.
Someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Whatever it was, it's obvious this was intentional. Oh, okay. So that just proves that the killer is a boy because the killer got the toolkits. Because the girls got the sewing kits. So if it was used, or if a screwdriver was used for it, then it was a boy. Whatever it was, it's obvious this was intentional. What? It was intentional? Why would someone want to do that?
So.
I guess maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and end up breaking the whole thing. But the bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only the girls' bathroom can lock, right? She stood there for a while, lost in thought. And apparently, struck with a sudden realization, she shot a question at me.
Just a second.
I have one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that? Oh, well, I did tell Sayaka about it last night when we switched rooms. So what you're saying is, only you and Sayaka knew about it?
Hmm?
Interesting. She had a slight hint of a smirk on her face. I got the sense that she was really starting to get into all this.
I see.
Then that clears that. Blah, 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 blah. Huh? What clears what up? I'm so lost. Well, I actually understand it now. As if forgetting was even there, she suddenly turned and left the room. So the killer attacked Sayaka in the bedroom with a knife. Then Sayaka used the sword to defend herself, although she did not have it in her palms, which is, I'm still looking into that. And then I think Sayaka went inside the bathroom. It didn't have a lock. The killer did not know it didn't have a lock, so he used his toolkit to unscrew the door to get into Sayaka and killed her there. I still don't really understand any of this, but I've already given my room a good once over. Maybe I should look around somewhere else. I should start looking into where the murder weapon might have come from, and also I should look into DVD Sayaka got. With Sayaka dead, I have no choice but to see for myself what was in that video. On top of that, I'm sure there are some other areas worth checking out too. Well, I think that the knife was from the kitchen. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks, if they'll even talk to me, that is. Let's talk to Mondo.
By the way,
You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body, I mean. There's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff there. Yeah, that's definitely possible.
you son of a bitch!
That dirty bastard! Anyone who raises their hand to a woman is scum. That deserves death. That's what my brother taught me.
You're fucking
So if I
dead.
ever find that son of a bee that did this, I'm gonna pound his dang face in. But what if it was a girl that did it?
Yo,
That'll all get sorted out when the time comes. So we need to go to the trash room. We need to go to cheer. Yeah, hey, baby boy. What's up?
Very strange.
So why was Sayaka in your room when she was killed? Could it be because you are the culprit? No, you've got it all wrong. Sayaka and I switched rooms last night. He didn't even try to hide the suspicion on his face. Even if what you say is the absolute truth, you're still responsible for death, wouldn't you say? Huh? After all, she wouldn't have died if she hadn't switched rooms with you, right? Well, the reason Sayaka was killed is because I suggested we switch rooms? She's dead because of me? Then it should have been me that died? Well, all we can say right now is that it's a possibility. If that's really true, then I... No, don't guilt trip. No, don't, no. Alright. Leon? Hey, Leon. You wanna talk to me, dude? I know it's you. Your name was clearly on the wall, unless somebody tried to frame you, but... Leon? You wanna talk to me, bro?
Seems like
Something doesn't seem right. The mother Kuma thought that Sayaka was killed in your room. I just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be the nameplate? Nameplate? What are you talking about? This is my room, right? Huh? This is Sayaka's room, right? But the nameplate has my name on it. What? Oh! Oh! What? This is definitely my room, but the nameplate has Sayaka's name on it. Nameplates of my room, Sayaka's room, are switched? So all that effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless? Well, why would anyone do that? I'm still confused. Let's just think. Let's talk to Hifumi, Ben. We'll figure this out. Very strange. Mr. Naegi, what was Miss Maizano doing in your room? Let me just say this. I absolutely will not allow you to dispose of an evidence in the trash room. Do you really think I'm guilty? Oh yeah, something about trash. Let's talk about the trash. I'm not gonna talk about the trash. The trash room is right here. Let's go to the trash room. The one that I thought was a cupcake. There's definitely, I think there's clues here. Could be that.
Monokuma appears!
It's the end of the line! The trash room. This is where all the trash at the school eventually winds up. How do we get this gate open?
No, you can't go any further!
No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. Cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further!
Who's on cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further!
Are you okay, Monokuma? Why do you keep on repeating those words? It is stupid. It'll be faster just go around and ask the others.
No, you can't go any further!
Right, dude. Cleaning duty. Alright. Okay, so we know that the only person that can go in is the one in cleaning duty. Fumi said about trash, right? I'm looking for whoever's on cleaning duty. Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you ask? It just so happens Monokuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Without someone on cleaning duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time. So I formally applied for the position. I was gonna start this morning. After what happened, I haven't had a chance to get started. And since you're on cleaning duty, you can open the gate in front of the trash room? Of course! It's my job to gather up all the garbage and toss it into the trash room. And to do that, they gave me the key for the trash room gate. But we're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge.
Very strange.
Wait, hold on. You need a key to get to the trash room? But only the person on cleaning duty can have access to the key? What's the point of going to all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time so we can all throw things out whenever we want? That does seem more convenient.
So in other words...
Actually... And kills, yeah.
So that's it.
That must be why. If anyone could go in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear and the things would become boring. Boring?
Hey, listen.
Hey, Leon. I see you, my guy. Anyway, more important than that.
Hey, you bastard.
Hey, Fatty, why'd you want a cleaning duty gig anyway?
Oh.
I just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. What's the big deal?
You...
Dyer. I know you. I know why you did it.
Is it?
I'm gonna dig through all the girls' trash looking for, and poking around at it. What are you talking about? All my love is for 2D.
You know what I mean.
There's all kinds of trash stickers like that. Maybe I'll get tired of 2D then turn to... I would never get tired of 2D. After spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily chose 2D. The only thing 3D is good is to shower love and affection on 2D. Oh, and PVC figures. Oh my goodness. How are you not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that? If you're so worried about Hifumi's questionable morality, it's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy has cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them from picking up the trash to disposing of it. What?
What?
If you're as innocent as you claim, where's the harm in it? That's not how it's supposed to. Anyway, on another topic, Hifumi, since you were on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask you. What? So you now suddenly want to join my party? Sorry, but you haven't triggered the flag yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from a past trauma or save a village or beat a boss. No, nothing like that. I was just hoping to get into the trash room and look around.
You
I'm okay. So easy. Like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? You know, when I look at it, it makes me think. They said he killed his wife. He learned how to get by on the inside, but he never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. So him and Rita, they found himself a way out. Whatever, please just hurry up. Okie dokie, leave it to me. Hifumi pulls a key out of his pocket and uses it to flip the switch next to the gate. And then...
Mr. Naegi!
However, Mr. Naegi, surely you aren't planning to use the trash room to destroy evidence, are you? You fiend! You planned this all along! No, I just wanted to see if the actual killer had tried to destroy any evidence or not. But the actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if you left anything behind. Wait, maybe a parallel world? Whatever, let's just hurry up and keep looking. Can you shut up, Hifumi? What's this? There's something on the ground in front of the incinerator. It looks like a burnt piece of something. That's a shirt. That's like a sleeve of the shirt. And it's blood. A burnt piece? Like a hunk? Like a hunk of burning love? Oh my goodness. Anyway, it looks like a piece of cloth, and the shape is... It's part of the sleeve from a bottom-up shirt. Now that I look at it, there's definitely blood on the cuff, which means this is all the stuff of some of the evidence that the killer destroyed. But there's a lot of people here with white button-up shirts. This isn't enough by itself to figure out who the killer is. Is Leon wearing a button-up? I need to see. Well, this dude right here is wearing a button-up. You feel me? I'm looking at you, bro. There are shards of broken glass scattered in front of the incinerator. It looks like it used to be kind of a glass ball, but just about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand.
Is this perhaps...
Is that? Do you know what this is? They say if you collect all 7, a dragon will appear and grant you a single wish. Dragon Ball. Kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see on big city street corner. Gaze into it and it will show you a glimpse of the future. Oh, is it like a fortune teller ball? A crystal ball? Just like that Mina girl who was on the quest to find that one guy. Yeah, it's a crystal ball. Oh. Hero? Oh. Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but who did this particular ball belong to? There's only one person it could be. They should be still in the gym. I better go find out. Okay, so that just puts, what's this? A green button and a yellow button. There's no doubt they're related to the big mechanism. Oops. This is the incinerator. It's way in the back part of the trash room. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. And it's on right now. Do you see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator?
Yes,
It's a pretty simple setup. You press the green button to get it going and the yellow to turn it out. Sooner or later, you'll be on cleaning duty, so make sure you learn this before you leave, okay? Huh? Someone turned the incinerator? Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy. Hifumi, do you realize what you said?
Huh?
The fairy? No, you said that last time you were here, the incinerator was off. Yes, about that, there can be no mistake. If I've got one thing going for me, it's my memory.
I feel
Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to the trash room since then. And since I'm the only one who has the key to open the gate, it should be impossible for the incinerator to be on, and yet... So that means someone's able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate? Oh, okay. But how's that possible? This whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I was here last night, the incinerator was off, and the glass shards and burnt clothes weren't. What does it all mean, Mr. Naegi? Will you be confessing soon? Why me? Everyone already knows who did it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one. Sounds like he's living out one of his comic book fantasies. Okay, I understand now. I think it is Leon. So, So the gate was closed. And in order for you to turn on the incinerator, you need to turn on this green button right here. So I think he threw this glass ball because he's a good pitcher. Well, he's a baseball star, so he could easily hit that one because he's really good at baseball. And then he also just threw his clothes here, and then this fell out of here or something. So I do actually think it's Leon. Dude, what have you done, Leon? So I need to go to the gym. I need to talk to Hiro and Chihiro. The two heroes. Chihiro and Hiro. Taka, my guy, what are you doing, bud?
Listen to me.
Do you have a second, Makoto? I've uncovered something most unusual. The door to everyone's dorm has a nameplate on it to show whose room it is, right?
You hear me?
Well, it just so happens. Wait, no, you might be the killer yourself. I can tell you anything. Oh, I don't need to talk to you, huh? I love you, Taka. Let's talk to Chihiro first about the numbers. Even though we know it's Leon. I don't know if it's just the first trial that it's easy. It was easy. It was Leon. It was written in front of us, but I don't know. Hey Chihiro, I was hoping I could ask you something.
Huh?
What is it? Before she died, Sayaka left a message. She wrote out the numbers 11037. Do you have an idea what these numbers might mean? Like, could they be a code or something? Sorry, no. Chihiro slowly shook her head. I'm sorry, I just don't know. Okay, well, don't worry about it. Thanks anyway for trying. Hiro? Hiro? Are you wearing a white... Oh, he is wearing a button-up. Hey, Hiro, can I ask you something? No. I gotta get out of here. Gotta get out now. I've had enough. Gotta break free. Hiro, snap out of it. Huh, Makoto? What are you doing here? What? Hey, does this look familiar? This is my crystal ball. But it's all smashed. What the heck?
What the heck?
I only bought it because the guy said it was bust. He said it was unbreakable. So how did it break? Was it actually just made of glass? And not crystal? Did that guy totally dupe me? He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. He said whoever controlled the crystal ball controlled the world. Was that seriously all BS? Let's put that aside for now. So you can say without a doubt that this belonged to you? Yeah, that's mine for sure. Probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it. You left it in the laundry room? That means anyone could have found it and taken it. Okay, so he left it in the laundry room. Thanks, Hiro. That's all I wanted to know. Yeah, Hiro. Sure. By the way, I'm also free to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything is set up for fortune telling for 2 full years. Came out to be like a million? Million? That's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world. That's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad for him. He paid $1 million for that thing? Or 1,000,000 yen? So, let's go to the kitchen. Aoi? Hina, are you investigating the dining hall? Oh no, I'm just taking a break. Actually, I've been taking a break since we started. This is all a first time for me, you know. I don't have the first clue what I should be doing. I know what you mean. And I don't know, but being in the dining hall helps me keep me calm. So I know I shouldn't, but I've just been kind of hanging around here. To tell the truth, I was doing the same thing last night when Sayaka was killed. What? What? What did you say? What did you say, Hina? Wait, let me just go to the kitchen first. Yeah, see? It was from here. There are all kinds of kitchen knives here, big to small, but Looks like one of them is missing. Was it missing from the very beginning, or... I'd better see if anyone here knows more about it. Kitchen knife set has been added to truth bullet section. Yeah. Hey, so did you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, weird, huh? I thought it was kind of strange. A knife just suddenly disappeared like that? Oh, so it wasn't missing from the beginning?
That's right.
Nope. Last I remember, they were all lined up in a neat row. So when did you notice one of them disappeared? Well, I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night, and then all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea, I went back to the kitchen to wash my glass. One of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking tea in the dining hall? Yeah. In other words, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came and took it. They should be able to say for sure. You can tell everyone I didn't come to the dining hall last night. Which proves I didn't take it. Always account has been added. Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka? What? Of course not. I would never. Hina, do you really think I murdered her? Well, she was killing your room, right? So, I mean, you guys are supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her. On the other hand, two people becoming good friends, then one killing the other is classic drama setup. So when you consider everything together, I honestly have no idea. Hina, it's not me. It's not me, girl. Yo, let's try going to Sayaka's room. Might find anything here. There can only be one thing in the trash can. Yep, the DVD and Sayaka's name on it. Sayaka got really upset after seeing whatever was inside that video. I wonder what did she see? It might not be directly related to the case, but it may be worth checking out anyway. I should be able to use this to see what's on the DVD. The DVD that Sayaka threw in the garbage. I sat down in front of the screen to put the DVD in the player. I pushed play and the screen was dark for a few seconds, but then... an image slowly appeared. It looked like some kind of concert. And standing on stage front and center was a face I recognized all too well. Sayaka. She was there along with her friends she said had been so important to her. She was so positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept that she was dead. My vision started to blur and darken, and then that voice had come to despise so much began to float out of the speakers.
Sayaka Maizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
Did they die? Suddenly, the screen went dark, and in the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. Oh, they did. What the? Sayaka disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins. But what I noticed even more than that was the figures of the other girls who had all simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight.
So did Monokuma kill them too?
For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Oh, so Yaka must have felt guilty for not being there. Without warning, the video cut off. What the heck? That wasn't real, right? They're a super famous pop group, everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say he was even able to get them? If that really did happen, everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far? What now?
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started,
What? Do I have all the evidence?
It's time for the long-awaited...
Can't say I'm not excited for this.
Class trial!
Is this
Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school.
the big red door?
See you soon!
The red door on the first floor. That's where I should go. No, where I have to go. This is scary. You're late, Makoto. We've all been waiting for you. Bet you're afraid you would be discovered in the murderer you are.
Listen to me!
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. So they all really convinced I did it, but I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then who is the killer? It's Leon! The one who murdered Sayaka. Is it really one of us? Either Leon or Hifumi. Those are my guesses.
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Alright, let's go. I don't want to talk to you guys. You're just gonna accuse me. I guess I have no choice but to get on this elevator.
Well then.
Let us begin.
Yes.
Good idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite right.
Makoto.
I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. In Sayaka's honor, I swear I'll find out who the killer is. As I raised my voice to try to give myself courage, I turned trembling with anticipation. I turned trembling with anticipation towards the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator. When I finally stepped on, the doors closed and the elevator started to move. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds towards the school basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time finally comes.
Oh,
Rather than that, it is not more like defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. You finally arrived! What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? It's like Hollywood movie set, right? Not even close. It's total.
Well now.
Okay. Everyone find your assigned seat and sit down. Hurry up and hurry. We did what he said and found our seats. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else. Which also meant it would be easy for anyone to transfer their attention and ease to anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. And so the curtain on the first case opened, and a deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial.